And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheepa Russell. We are covering several big stories, including one that's top of mind for thousands of Georgia families. We're talking about going back to school. It is the first day of school for 3 metro Atlanta districts today. Marietta City Schools starting off the year with digital learning only. Walton County Schools welcoming students back to the classroom and virtually at home. Haralson County is offering the same. It is the second day of classes for Paulding-County schools. Face masks and social distancing are encouraged but not required. As John Sherrick explained, some students who want to stay away from school and study online are still required to go despite their objections.
I just think it's outrageous.
LaShondra Hambrick and her sister, parents of 4 students in the Paulding County schools. The parents outraged, they say, that from what they can see, too many students and teachers are not wearing masks and not social distancing. And there's no requirement that they do either one. No requirement even after the principal of North Paulding High School sent a letter to parents telling them that members of the football team had tested positive and that their children may also have been exposed. Hambrick and her sister signed up their children for at-home online learning, but there is a waiting list for that. You don't want them to be in the classroom.
I do not.
And yet, what are they telling you?
They're telling me as we're on the waiting list, we're highly encouraged to come to school.
And if you don't, then what?
I was told that if my daughter wasn't there today, she would be withdrawn.
A school system spokesperson confirms that students on the waiting list for the online learning are required to be in school in the meantime. As it is, 30% of Paulding County school parents opted for at-home online learning, but there was no information available about how many of them are on the waiting list.
It's very frustrating and unsettling.
Dr. Frida Fisher is a pediatrician in Atlanta who believes that all school systems should require masks and social distancing.
We all want children to be in school. We understand that they need to be face-to-face for the best learning. And so it's upsetting because we are sending our kids to school knowing that we are putting them at an increased risk for spreading coronavirus among themselves and to the community.
Paulding County's school superintendent did not comment, but did release a statement to parents saying that on this first day of school, the employees he saw were wearing masks and he encouraged more widespread use in the schools.
A Paulding County District spokesperson told us today the students on the waiting list for the virtual academy had missed the deadline to enroll. One family told us they changed their mind after attending an open house this past Friday where they became increasingly concerned about social distancing and masks. Another piece of this, the number of COVID cases overall right now in Paulding County. On Saturday, the county recorded 58 new cases, its highest number to date. In total, Paulding has had 1,452 COVID cases. A little more than 120 people were treated at the hospital and nearly 20 died. We also looked into the number of cases in Cherokee County, which also headed back to school this week, yesterday to be exact. After hitting a record high last week, Cherokee is still reporting twice as many new cases each day compared to the beginning of the pandemic. To date, Cherokee has had more than 2,800 cases, nearly 300 sought out medical care, and 56 people died. As for the state's numbers as a whole, we continue to trek downward. About 2,200 new cases were reported yesterday. That is a break from the record highs we were seeing about a week ago. Overall, that's good news with more districts heading back this week. We have a back to school guide on 11alive.com that breaks down plans for each metro Atlanta district. We can send it right to your phone. Just text the word school to the number on your screen, 404-885-7600.